Chat, we got ourselves another 1v1. And it's EclatMaccers back again. We've seen Eclat before, a player from England who's been grinding the 1v1 scene, trying to get better and better. We saw him last playing against Joyo. If you guys remember, he had a show match against the Moist esports player Joyo, who hasn't really played as much 1v1, but is a highly mechanical player, and Eclat broke him down with the classic 1v1 type style. And we'll see if he can do the same to Kash. Now, I don't know how much Kash plays 1v1. I'm not sure if I've seen Kash play on Johnny's stream before. I'm 90% sure this is Kash's debut on my channel. But he has looked really good playing with Misfits lately. And I think a lot of people are expecting a lot of Kash coming this next season. And will that also be 1v1 that people will be expecting from him? We'll have to find out. As he starts with a match against EclatMaccers. Credit to Toxic for setting this game up. I think he's friends with both these guys. There may have been some friendly banter in a Discord call. In fact, they might still all be in the same call as they trash talk each other in the process of trying to get a show match win. Kash going to go up 2-0. EclatMaccers is a great test for a pro level Rocket League player. See if they can hang in 1v1, because he's not going to make it easy on you. He is a high level ones player who knows the one style. So I think a lot of times pros will have tough times with players like Eclat, who have a good mastery of mixing up the kickoffs, of, you know, low 50s, of the type of plays that 1v1 thrives on. So if you aren't ready to play the 1v1 style as a pro, a guy like EclatMaccers, as proven with Joyo, can break you down and take control of a series. But as this has started, Kash has had the lead. EclatMaccers has played a couple times on the channel before. He played Evo as well in a wager match. I think that one went in favor of Evo. We played the majority of those games on US East, which so especially tough for Eclat, who's from England. But he's also played, I think he played in both of the King of the Hills. That's where we've seen him play the most. And while he wasn't on the level of Toxic and Moxie, who were just dominating the King of the Hill, he was certainly up there. Can't remember where he finished. Kash, a fake. Eclat getting absolutely dusted here. Or maybe necessarily dusted. He didn't get beat to the ball, but man, did he react a little bit late to what was not that strong of a fake. Eclat trying to get a 50 off the kickoff win. Whereas Kash is also from England, right, chat? I think these guys are both England. I think Toxic's from England as well. I think these guys are all buddies. Eclat 50 on the goal line. To send it high. Kash, the reset, the catch, and the fourth. All English. Thank you, Toxic. Kash looking mechanical at the start of this game. He's also playing with really close camera settings. Is this something that people already know about Kash? Or am I just late to, am I late to the party? Or is his distance incredibly close? We've seen KV1 who plays, low with a low angle. I feel like we're playing inside of Kash's car with this camera angle. Eclat, the demo in the second. That's what I'm talking about. A smart 1v1 play. You get the bounce dribble. You just take the defender out of the picture. Can't let Eclat set that up if you're Kash. Kash staying aggressive with 16 boost. In the back line of Eclat, he's got to be really careful. And actually, this demo is honestly not so bad for him. I think if he didn't get that demo, or if he didn't get demoed and get launched back into his own half, there's a good chance Eclat might have been able to find an angle to take that ball away. But this is a great challenge. Just ate that alive from Eclat. He has to react faster to a challenge like this. Otherwise, it's going to be smooth sailing for Kash. Kash, too strong of a first touch. Couldn't get back to the ball to get any significant adjustment of it. So Eclat is going to have an easy save. Kash balling from the ceiling. Can't protect the ball. Eclat staying grounded for the most part. Trying to patiently work his way in to Kash's net, and he finally found his opportunity. Kash has been playing quick. And Eclat knows exactly what to do to punish somebody who won't slow down. Kash looking to try and force a double off the back wall. Very hard to find an angle on those shots. Eclat will demo him off the map. He's actually thinking about taking the ball directly to the net. It's a couple pads. Kash, he left the net open as he went to go grab boost there. I don't think he had that kind of window. But luckily for him, Eclat doesn't punish it. Kash looking for the tight angle. Look at this shot from Kash. Eclat wants to play from the ground. Only a couple pads. And Kash actually does a great job of setting up that double really high. If he sets it up lower, there actually is a chance that Eclat can affect it or even feel like he can get the angle on it by jumping up to defend it near the crossbar. But because he set it up so high, Eclat did not want anything to do with it. And Kash still finds the angle. Oh, we are full on VIPs. I need to go turn off the redemptions of those. I need to create the community goal to reset the VIPs because we are completely full on them now. Or we need to get, I think the challenge is to get more VIPs. You need to like have a certain amount of active chatters at the same time. And if you hit a certain number, then they unlock more spots for VIPs. I think that's how that works. The 5th for Eclat. Kash challenging early once again. Eclat this time having the read on that. Didn't want to get the ball dunked off the top of his car. Eclat the bump. Dodging Kash as he tries to bump him back. Smart play. 6-6. This is what I'm talking about with Eclat. Kash has looked like a solid player in the open field. But if you don't stay keen, Eclat will find his way back in. A direct kickoff goal is not a bad way to trump over the 1v1 main. I don't know if that's safe to say for Eclat, but I think it is. I know he's been grinding mostly 1v1. The late kickoff from Eclat. That's what he absolutely destroyed Joyo with. Joyo was unwilling to change as Eclat just delayed kickoff after kickoff. That flick perfectly high to make Kash miss. So he still has an opportunity. Kash can't decide whether or not he wants to actually challenge. He's convinced Eclat to lob the ball. Kash the catch. The flick. That should be it for game number 1. Kash going to win 7-6. The GG as the RLCS Pro will get the early edge in the best of 5. Game number 2. Kash versus Eclat. Eclat able to come out with control of the ball. Looking to just boom this over the top of Kash. I think he was expecting Kash to turn right back infield. He should have this save, and in fact he's going to intentionally save it off the post. Smart play from Eclat, and you'll get the counter. Taking his opportunity on what was going to be a very easy save to punish Kash for stealing his boost. That has been a change in the 1v1 game that I didn't used to see a ton in the past. Those very intentional saves off of your own post to set up counters. But it's become a big part of 1v1. Anytime a shot is made that is not quite threatening enough to force a panic save. Eclat a second. Chat, what does the title say? Have the mods updated the title? We had TRK Nupo play right before this game. We got Kash Eclat now. Oh, Toxic. Toxic, I should have told you, man. The VIPs, they're all used up. Although you played in my events, so you would have gotten one without paying for it if you had just reminded me. Eclat, wall to air dribble. Taken to the skies. We haven't seen much aerial game from him so far. And the reset is easily saved. Kash going to try and put pressure on Eclat the other way. In fact, he's going to shoot it immediately off the ceiling. Instead of taking it into an air dribble, which would have taken longer to get to the goal, he just chips it up. He gets a double jump, or at least maybe even a single jump. No, he flipped. He fell and flipped off the ceiling in order to force it down, get his first goal. We'll refund you, Toxic. Don't worry. You won't lose out on those points. Air dribble from Kash. Early flip. He's going to try and pogo it over the top of Eclat. And that kind of risky play is likely to get you scored on. I don't think I see Kash recovering to this one. It'll be 3-1 for the Mr. EclatMaccers. Kash, nice boost steal in the corner. Lost the dribble. Going to cost him a decent amount of boost just to start it back up again. Ends up flicking early anyways. Eclat can cover that. Now a flick back the other way. Kash. And he go for the psycho. I think he was trying to go for it in order to just slam it all the way back into the orange goal. Eclat the reset. Got way too much oomph on it as he front flipped under the ball. Connected with every part of the top of his car. Kash the double. He misses off the crossbar, but actually a great bounce for him. Fake! It doesn't work. Eclat was already headed directly into the play either way. And what a great respawn. 5-head respawn. In fact, he might have pinched it. No, not quite. Thought for a second there he might have pinched it directly into the net. Eclat. Not going to take the wall to air dribble instead. Wants to take it off the bounce. He left the ball so wide open. Normally you can't come back down to the ground when you launch the ball that high. You're trying to pretend like you're going to go protect it. You really have to go up there and cover it much better. You can't give up on it that early because as soon as you have downward momentum, you cannot stop downward momentum. You can't catch yourself and go back up. So as soon as you stop faking high and you start falling down, it's impossible to get back to the ball. So if you do that too early on a really high bounce, the defender has no worries as they come to steal it away from you, which is what Kash should have had there. He's had a couple almost on the goal line. Can he finish this one off? No. Tries to slot it top left, or top right, I should say. Top left from Eclat's perspective. Eclat forced off the ball. It's Kash threatening the bump. Now Eclat with space. Kash has done mostly fake challenges. And he did try and challenge just a little bit earlier this time. Instead of going into a full shadow, he turned and then was hoping to catch Eclat off guard. It'll be 4-1 for Eclat. Eclat started to figure this out. Get it. Super delayed kickoff here. Something I expect to see him do a lot. This time, though, it doesn't go in his favor. Kash able to take control. Set up off the backboard. Kash not afraid to double it. Eclat just hoping he doesn't go. That is not the case. Kash pinches to the corner. Should be able to find the angle. He actually... Oh, he didn't miss. So close. But he does find it. Wave dash kickoff for Eclat. How refreshing is that, chat? I know a lot of people in the previous matchup were wanting to see at least a single wave dash kickoff or anything other than the standard, which we saw for the entirety of the 5 games. And we saw so many kickoff goals. Neither one of them were willing to change it up. But Eclat, he is going to be willing to change it up. You will not see him do a standard kickoff probably more than once in a row. He gets huge delays, wave dashes. He mixes it up as he does not like to keep it simple. I think he actually delayed this one a little bit too. Either that or just Kash destroyed it to destroyed him to the ball that bad. Kash the 50, the air dribble from the corner. Kash has looked good and is up 5-4 with 36 on the clock. Kash says you may have been able to handle the Spring Major MVP, but you're not going to be able to handle me. Kash slotting top lefts on the kickoff. Eclat might be one to mix up the kickoff early, but it's not going to matter, it seems. Kash has domination in every variation. You're training an RL AI right now. You'll let me know when it's ready to beat TRK. Yeah, if you create an AI that's capable of beating TRK, you will probably be pretty famous from that. RL Bot created a GC bot, and I think they got quite a bit of attention just from that. I don't think their newest version of the bot is doing very well. Isn't that right? Kash, great challenge. Not gonna let Eclat have anything, but I think they're trying to make, just like they did with Nexto, took the previous bot, made it slightly better, had it learn again from the beginning in hopes that it makes it farther. But I think it's actually not been making it farther, right, chat? (7-4). Game number 2 to Kash as well. He's looking to finish it off in a full sweep to show that he has the edge and he's ready to grind some 1v1s. Game number 3. Kash and Eclat. Eclat had a great first 3, maybe even 4 minutes of that previous game. But the power of the RLCS Pro player Kash was too much. Eclat's going to pop it over the top of him this time and take another early lead. Eclat wave dash kickoff. Kash recovers in time. He's got possession and 100 boosts, but does have Eclat waiting underneath him. You see him backflipping, that's so he doesn't land on the ground and get demoed. So credit to Eclat for taking control, though I do think Kash should have this ball. And Eclat, I mean, from our perspective, we knew. We could have let Eclat know that he didn't stand a chance at getting to this one, that Kash would be able to just chip it off the wall and keep him from making a play, but he didn't know, so it'll be 1-1. Kash, immediate kickoff goal, 2-1. I think we're going to start seeing some intense delays from Eclat. Maybe some wave dash. I mean, we already seen some wave dashes. Kash is going to fake it. He's trying to stay one step ahead. I just saw the prediction Ahmad make. Will someone score a nasty fake? There's nothing quite like making a very up for discussion prediction. You know, when a fake happens, are we all going to have to look at each other and decide whether or not it's nasty? Is it going to be is it going to be obvious, or something tells me it might not be? Kash, a dribble. The ceiling is protecting it right now from him taking the kind of angle he probably would have liked to. Unable to finish it off. Kash, the resets. And Eclat, what a double. An absolutely filthy double. We're going to make him watch it. One of the better doubles we've seen today. Kash with the assist. Bang! There's that delay from Eclat. Delay into the wave dash and a goal. He'll get you if you aren't careful. The greatest fake of all time is coming up. I don't know if these guys have the stream up or not. If they know, they need to fight for the believers that a nasty fake will happen. But I have to think the majority of people would say no. Kash, flip through the ball. Bops Eclat a little bit, but not enough to get him off the save. Oh, Kash taken off the map. This should be an easy goal. Tie game. Just a little bit before halftime. Kash with the camera check. Trying to see if Eclat really is following him all the way into the corner. He is. And now he'll get demoed off the map. And Eclat playing it, or sorry, Kash playing it really safe. Oh, he's trying to get a fake. Oh, chat, he's trying to get a fake because that net was open. That net was absolutely open. Kash may be aware of the nasty fake prediction in chat, but he definitely didn't get it there. Kash now on the air dribble. Taking it to the ground. He really wants a pogo. He was going for a pogo earlier. It doesn't seem like the right play to make in a 1v1. Eclat, he has to double this to finish it, but he will. 4-3. Kash is trying to screw over the chatters who didn't believe in the nasty fake. Kash trying to undercut Eclat, get him off the ball. Likely planning on stealing the boost, but was never able to. Eclat still gaining control. Long shot from Kash. It will be a goal. Eclat flicks too high. Eclat, another huge delay. It's actually going to work out for him despite not really being able to get the wave dash out of it. Front flip, and Kash cannot get the stop. 5-4 with 1:37 left to go. This should be a direct kickoff goal again for Eclat. Make it 6-4. He's had a lead like this late before. And Kash always finds a way to bring it back. Can he do it once again? Eclat with the immediate move off to the right side of the line to the kickoff. I wonder if that's intentional as a way to try and set up what he's going to do, or if that's just a slight mistake. Kash seemed like he was only going to take this air dribble unless Eclat was forcing him to, but turns out he did not. Instead, he just goes reset and he goes over the top. What a play from Kash. Certainly, he has had the better of the aerial game today against Eclat. And Eclat just slowly rolling to the center of the net, trying to keep some momentum to be into position to save, but he cannot get up for this one as Kash puts it behind him. 6-5, the direct flick to net, and the direct goal. Kash getting lost here at the midfield. How long did the Factor sponsorship go? It is still on. If you were to check out Factor by using the panel below, you would be helping support the channel, which would be greatly appreciated. Or using code Factor, yeah. Had a Factor meal today for lunch. It was nice. Kash, can he get a shot? He can. A tough angle for a weaker man, but Kash knew he could get it. He does. Kash looking to put the pressure on Eclat in the final minute as he needs another goal. He can't demo him off the sidewall, but he should be able to take control of the ball. Actually missed the single jump to gain possession. Eclat, oh my goodness, he gambled. Eclat absolutely gambling by not jumping here and just assuming that Kash is not going to come up to take a shot. Oh my goodness, he just stayed grounded. Eclat has been grounded a lot during this entire series. That was maybe the most egregious one. Kash from the corner. Can he find the angle? He's going to catch it. Try and pop it over the top. Didn't quite get it inside the post, but he still has possession. Strong first touch. Eclat goes flying by Kash. The 8-7 lead. Let's watch it again from Eclat's perspective. Oh, he just turned his car away. I mean, he actually had the correct angle if he just stuck with it the whole way. He didn't have the right read on where Kash was headed. And he thought he was wrong. I mean, he set up perfectly at the exact angle he needed to. But then he tried to adjust it away. Kash going to play some keep away. Hard to blame him with a 1-goal lead. On the verge of getting a nice sweep against the friendly rival. Trying to show Eclat that you can't take this mechanical RLCS Pro down. Oh my goodness, Eclat actually might have a chance here, and he does! He's able to keep it in. Kash thought he was going to be bumping Eclat here in the final moments, to end the game, and Eclat somehow, some way, keeps that ball from grazing the ground. He is able to chip it off of the inside, or not even the inside of the post, but right before the post, the arc on the ground. Kash wants to end the game. He gets a 100 boost at the midfield. Didn't like the first setup. Doesn't need to take it. Eclat giving him tons of space. This flick is weak, but should be able to steal his back corner boost. Eclat has done a good job of not using any of the boosts that he picked up. And in fact, I think Kash left the net open. He did. Eclat will take a game. At least one. No sweep for Kash, as he thought he was going to get a touch on that ball, and when he didn't, that was his death sentence. Game number 3 going to Eclat, as Kash is going to have to hope for, at best, a 3-1. Game number 4. Eclat and Kash. Kash taking an early lead as he wants to take back that game number 3. Certainly felt like he should have had it, I'm sure. But Eclat put in some magic in the final moments. Kash, what a pass. Eclat will take his free goal. Oh my goodness, Eclat. That was a truly, truly awful open net miss. I mean, I didn't watch it from Eclat's perspective, so I mean, if you go back, maybe there's a world in which that angle was tough. But I tell you what, it looked as free as can be from Kash's perspective. Two 0. 30 seconds in. Kash, can he find the tight angle to pick up the boost and the wave dash? He is trying to play keep away with Eclat. I think it's just enough of a touch. Who's hoping for that boost to spawn in the corner, but it actually didn't. You see it spawned right behind him. If you're watching him, Kash, the musty. It goes too high. But he steals the boost once again. Can Eclat dive this deep and not get punished without any boost? So far, he has been able to. But Kash's power shot enables him to continue to starve Eclat out. This is a great catch. He's going to try and go high with the reset, but he got absolutely nothing off of it. Ends up just dropping down. Kash is going to continue to stay aggressive, even though he doesn't have the boost advantage anymore. He wasn't able to prevent Eclat from getting his 100. And now Eclat will flick. Nice save from Kash. And he's in and out of the net very well. That's what you need to do in that position when you're forced to bop the ball high above your crossbar. You have to have a perfectly smooth transition out of the net. You get back to it before the next shot comes out. Kash. A flip, touching the ball high in an attempt to slow Eclat down while he picks up boost. Eclat, not the kind of execution he's probably going to need if he wants to take Kash down on the goal line. Way too good of a position. He can't just rely on Kash giving him open nets. Well, not to mention the fact that he hasn't even converted the most recent open net that he was given. Kash, the reset. Eclat covers it. The shot was slotted for the near post. Eclat, please, you got to score this. He does. He does score it. He almost didn't with this soft touch, but he does finish it off. He wanted to be totally sure. Kash can't find a double. Starting to get high on the back wall. Eclat, nice bounce dribble into the flick. Kash giving him too much space. Didn't want to challenge him earlier because the past few times he has challenged early, Eclat has been able to pop it over the top of him. Kash trying to find an angle, hoping for the 50, but he did not get his car positioned well enough to land all 4 wheels on the ground instead, as Eclat forced it into him. Kash ends up nosediving, and Eclat is more than ready to land and make a quick play. Kash at third. Need to lay this kickoff. I can't remember. Reading a little bit of chat. Eclat, the bump in the fourth. The kickoff game coming out in the past few moments. Yupa went from burning TRK for 11 to biffing Plat reads. That might be a slight over-exaggeration. But man, Eclat is running it up. 5-3. And Eclat continue to extend this lead even further. Kash should have the counter. He does. Great maneuvering of his car to avoid the bump from Eclat. Eclat trying to not only help clear the ball away, but also just take up the space that Kash needs to make the shot. Kash does a good matrix job of getting around it. Kash from the ceiling. Once again, from the corner, can't cover the ball. That bump, though, should be good enough. Did he miss the long shot? I don't think so. Did not. 5-5. Who is Eclat? Is that a French dessert? EclatMaccers, an up-and-coming 1v1er from England. Power shot. Eclat able to control it and instantly end the possession for Kash. Is flicked the other way. Should be able to be easily saved from Kash. In fact, he gets a strong enough touch off the backboard that Eclat is forced all the way back into his own corner, which is certainly not where Eclat wants to be. Getting that attack completely neutralized, but Kash just used up all his boost. Now the net is open. Kash did not realize that it was. He did not have the kind of space and time to pick up that back corner boost. And Eclat going to make him pay. You see, he even took off ball cam, so he didn't know what was about to happen to him. Kash, the flick to the top right. Wow. Look at the placement on this flick. Eclat sits and waits. Says, I've got most of the net covered. But I tell you what, you don't have that top right covered. Kash going to get an immediate kickoff. Great save from Eclat, and he actually missed his corner boost, which is going to mean they recovers to this late. He was hoping to fake Eclat. Didn't do so. Now can he demo him up the back wall before Eclat's able to find an angle? I think he doesn't demo him. He almost gets an open net, and now he'll get his shot. Eclat doing his best to try and stay in the play and redirect this one, but it doesn't matter. Kash up 1 with 44 seconds left to go. We've seen him in a similar position in the previous game. He wasn't quite able to hold on. It'll be different this time around. Eclat slowly working his way out. Kash really wants to bait him into a bad challenge, but actually he waited so long that the challenge really isn't that bad. Kash stealing Eclat's corner boost. What is Eclat working with? He's working with 79. He's done a good job of holding on to the boost that he has had a chance to pick up. Now with space, Eclat, does he have the clutch factor? He did in the previous game. This flick is saved. Kash can likely score another here. 8-6. I think that's just about it. Yep, Eclat's going to throw the GGs. So Kash takes down his fellow Englishman 3-1 in his debut on the channel. Technically that was his debut and not Eclat's, but you've got to expect a pro player like Kash to be ready to go in any sort of match like this. And he is going to come away with the win. I hope we get to see more Kash. GG's.